Hey everybody, wishing you all a happy new year. I guess with a new year often comes New Year's resolutions. I'm not a fan of New Year's resolutions. I think they are often too task-based and they really can set us up for failure. And the stats show that. I think only 8% of people who make a New Year's resolution actually stick to it. And the majority of people break them within the first week or less. So often that can create feelings of guilt or feeling like a failure or not feeling good enough. So for me, they're just not very good for our emotional or physical well-being. Also, I do think that New Year's resolutions can be sometimes thought of on a whim or because it's something we think we should do. In order to create a change, because really that's what a New Year's resolution is, it's saying, I want to make a change in my life. We need to be equipped to do that. Let's take the common example of I want to lose weight. You know, you need to make sure that not only are you going to have an exercise regime that you can stick to, one that's realistic, you need to make sure that also your nutrition is going to support your goal of losing weight. What if you're not very knowledgeable in nutrition and therefore you're not sure about how to make wise eating decisions? You will also need support. You'll need support maybe from the people that you live with to ensure that they're not filling up one of the drawers with lots of sweets and chocolates to tempt you with. You might need the support of a professional, maybe a personal trainer, maybe a nutritionist to help you. And if you haven't got these things in place, the likelihood is that you will not lose weight. You know, it's really hard sometimes to do these things on our own without the support of people around us. The other thing is New Year's resolutions can often feel a bit negative because they're usually about things we want to stop doing. So it's usually stop smoking, stop drinking, lose weight, whatever it is, stop watching so much Netflix or being on social media so much. And it's a negative feeling because it feels like you're having something taken away from your life. The way that I like to look at, and I don't want to call it resolutions, what I like to do is to create a vision and to say, actually, what is it I want to create rather than what is it I want to stop doing? And what I want to create feels a lot more positive and feels more exciting and optimistic. So for example, if the losing weight is one of your key objectives, and that's absolutely fine, what you want to create is a healthier body. But maybe it's more than that. Maybe you're also looking to create a healthier mind. But in order to do that, maybe what needs to come with that is more self-love and more self-compassion. So what I like to do is start with the things that I want to create and then say, well, at a deeper level, what do I need to create more of within me so that that outward thing can happen? I'll give you my example. This year, my word for 2021 is truth, because I've decided that I really want to show up authentically in all areas of my life. Not that I don't think I'm doing it now, but I know that I have moments where I can hide and not want myself to be fully seen. So I'm choosing to use the word truth and use the energy of that word to permeate through all areas of my life, my work, my personal relationships, my health, my well-being, my finances. And when you have that much bigger vision, it allows it to permeate and to start to weave through all those different areas of your life, and it becomes less task orientated and it becomes more about an energy that you are creating. So for me, what does living my truth mean? It means that I don't judge myself so much when things don't go right for me. It means I show myself more self-compassion when I screw up, when I feel like I haven't done something to the best of my ability. It's about me saying, I'm going to stop and rest rather than keep pushing myself forwards and making myself feel tired and exhausted. It's about being kind to my body, so fueling it with the right foods, giving it enough movement and exercise. It's about showing up authentically, no masks, no personas, and saying that I am enough as I am. It's about saying no, even when it might upset the people around me, but being true to myself. It might mean saying yes, and that yes being and feeling like the biggest leap I've ever taken in my life, but doing it anyway. It's about knowing that it's okay to be me. Now, that feels big, and I get it. But for me, to have that overarching energy, word, vision, means that I can keep coming back to it anytime I feel like I've gone off track. If all I did was focus on my health, for example, and said, I'm going to be really kind to my body, and I had a couple of days where I fell off the wagon and ate chocolate and drank too much wine, I might not come back to it. But by doing it this way, you know that's just one little thing, and that my health is one part of my truth. But I've also got my work, I've also got my relationships, I've also got my family, and so on. So what I would encourage you to do is, rather than think about what you don't want in your life, think about what you want to create. Once you get there, see if you can almost bring it up to a level of where you can find a word that represents what you are trying to achieve and what you want to visualize. And then when you get that word, you can then look at your health and well-being and say, well, what does that mean for me in that area of my life? What does it mean for me when I think about money and success? What does it mean for me when it comes to my relationships? So I hope that helps you. This, for me, feels like it creates excitement and optimism, a much bigger vision to work towards, an energy to work with. And then it doesn't matter, because guess what? We all will trip up along the way. We will maybe go back to old habits several times or more than that. And that's okay. But it's knowing that we've got something to continually to work towards that is for our highest good, rather than creating something that you want to get rid of in your life. And when you fall off the wagon, that's it, you're done and you feel rubbish. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want any help with this. And otherwise, good luck with it all. And I really hope you all have a happy, healthy, and successful 2021.